Thanks
Nice
for
to
having
talk
us.
to you.
I was actually very excited when I saw that you guys were paired together for this.
So are we.
So weird.
I haven't seen you guys in interviews together paired, and I do think both your characters are incredibly unique, as well as you have a lot of similarities. Both your characters are on a similar quest for people to acknowledge you as an individual and see what you are capable of. Can you talk a little bit about your character developments since the first season and how you approached it?
Well, I think, thank you for saying that, by the way. I think that it's really, I've never come back. I've never done a second season of something before. So there was just a lot of filling in the gap between season 1 and season 2 for the characters, so that you still felt like you were entering a world that you'd already been a part of before, even though it had been quite a while since we'd shot. I mean, it's been 5 years almost since we started. So it's been a while, and it's been a while for these characters. So just making sure that was really rooted and grounded, and just focusing on backstory, focusing on deepening the relationships, the people that I've been acting with, that I'm so fortunate to act with. We have a friendship off screen as well. So when we'd see each other and catch up and talk about these characters and the scripts, there really was an open dialogue, and so many questions and conversations were really welcomed. And so that all helped to build, kind of add to the tapestry of what was already there because of the directors and showrunners. So yeah.
It's interesting that, it has come up a few times, and I hadn't really thought about it, but these sort of the parallel journeys that these two characters specifically are on in their own way. And, I love, especially when I watch your storyline, and what resonates with me, especially when you're a young person in the world and it's about sort of forging your own path. There's something really beautiful about those fork in the road moments where, you're kind of growing up with each decision that you have to make, and, you're afraid and you're uncertain, and you sort of forge ahead anyway, and you meet all these people along the way that sort of give you that confidence or knowledge or trust or whatever it is. And I love that we sort of get to embody characters like that. And I think, knowing Markella as I know her, think the fact that she gets to be that sort of representation for Nori and bringing so much of herself. I think all of our actors, I think we're all, if you knew us, you'd know what we were bringing, a little bit of our own sort of stories and lives and experiences to these characters, so that the audience can really sort of latch on to something, because these are really heightened, intensive journeys. And I think they speak to a person's journey in the world, that, you can be afraid, you can be challenged, and, you're rooting for these characters, and, just waiting to see how the journey unfolds beyond what we see in season 2.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed a rapid fire questions you guys did with Prime Video, and Cynthia, you mentioned. You mentioned that in your heart of hearts, you are a Harfoot, and I was just trying to imagine what kind of antics you and Nori would get into if you were with her.
Well, we've had our antics.
Yeah, we've traveled together before, so we're like, we would have fun.
I think, it's interesting when I think about whether it's in a Harfoot world or in the real world, as somebody who's a little more introverted, I rely on people to sort of bring me on the adventure. I need the person that's a little bolder, a little bit more like, let's do this crazy thing. And I'm like, no. Yeah. And then I do it. And then I always have an amazing time, or most of the time I have no regrets.
I mean, Cynthia says that, but also Cynthia is the most amazing person at actually researching like the best places to go.
I'm too sensible.
Like adventure.
Yeah, but then you want to go off the beaten path.
Yeah,
you can have the plan, but every once in a while in your life, you want to sort of go off the beaten path and sort of have the right people to sort of take you down that path. So that, I think, that's why I'm like a Harfoot inside.
Maybe she comes. She's too good at being a queen.
Harfoot queen.
Harfoot queen. That's gonna win.
Markella, Cynthia, thank you so much for your time. This was wonderful. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great day.